A hero comes along with the strength to carry on.
And real quick, before I let you both go, something looking ahead at that you're both going to have to vote on, which is the Speaker of the House, Congresswoman-elect Bush. Will you vote for Nancy Pelosi as Speaker?
What I'm going to do is make sure that the voices of the people of St. Louis are heard and that we have what we need. And so you'll find out then.
That's not it yet.
I'm working with my community. I'm working with my community.
Okay. And Congressman-elect Bowman, will you vote for Nancy Pelosi as Speaker?
So this is Jamaal Bowman and Cori Bush telling Dana Bash, who was, famous for saying, well, Bernie, you're a sexist, right? No. Well, because Bernie's a sexist, what are you off? So Dana Bash is asking Jamaal Bowman and Cori Bush. Jamaal Bowman and Cori Bush are, I guess, newcomers, right? So they're going to be honest. They're progressives who actually want change. Watch for Cori Bush and Jamaal Bowman. Oh my God! Pay attention.
So you will find out when my vote is tallied, and again, organizing with our community to figure out what's best.
I'm just curious, what does that mean? When you said organizing with our community, I mean, what do you want to hear from them real quick in order to make your decision on whether Nancy Pelosi should be the Speaker?
We got to bring H.R. 40 to the floor for a vote. We need reparations for the African-American community. We need a federal jobs guarantee. We need Medicare for all.
Thank you.
So, my God, this is going to piss off all the haters. Jesus Christ, Jeek Ugar is going to be pissed off. Jeek Ugar and David Sirota are going to be so pissed off at Cori Bush and Jamaal Bowman because they're using their power. Oh, my God, Ben Dixon and the Trap Squad, they are going to be so pissed. My God, Jamaal Bowman and Cori Bush, they say that they're going to use their power and to withhold the vote from Nancy Pelosi in order to go after at least 3 policy issues. Number 1, H.R. 40, reparations. Number 2, a federal jobs guarantee. And number 3, Medicare for all. Oh my God, what the fuck is happening right now? We got Ilhan Omar on our side. We got Cori Bush on our side. And we got Jamaal Bowman on our side. We got 3 progressives that actually want a progressive agenda for America. Holy shit, and they're going to use their power. Holy shit. Oh my God, this is incredible.
So what should we make of this moment, and what might it portend for the future of the Democratic Party?
Good question,
Democratic
Crystal.
strategist and founding partner of Northern Star Strategies, Michael Starr Hopkins, and Senior Director of Policy at the Conservative Partnership Institute, and my fantastic co-host today, Rachel Bovard, are here to discuss. Great to have you.
Okay, so the whole idea of force the vote is to put the pressure on Nancy Pelosi to put Medicare for all up for a vote, or else don't vote for her. Who are we going to replace Nancy Pelosi with? Probably Hakeem Jeffries. That's the name that's been floated. What's the health care plan? H.R. 1384. And that's Pramila Jayapal's legislation. So, Jayapal Care, Pramila Care, H.R. 1384. So, that's the idea of forced to vote. Just one issue, Medicare for all, up or down. If you don't put this, just a vote. Just like the $2,000 check, symbolic performative art vote. The $2,000 checks, performative arts. Neither one of the parties want to give the American people actually $2,000 in their pocket, but they'll give, they'll take the $2,000 out of our pocket and then, give it to Burma and Nepal and to count the amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico. You know what? I don't know what's so damn special about the amberjack fish, but I'm thinking about investing. What the fuck ever. Okay, so Ilhan Omar, she had tweeted that Nancy Pelosi was in favor of single-payer health care in 1993, and now we have more support, more co-sponsors, I think, for universal health care, Medicare for all, than when Nancy Pelosi agreed with it in 1993. Now, Ilhan Omar kind of hedged a little bit. She didn't say Medicare for all. She didn't say H.R. 1384 or Pramila Care because, she's not as cool as I am. But Ilhan Omar, she said that the Democrat Party should push for health care access expansion. Yes, absolutely, health care access expansion. That could be the public option. That could be Medicare for all. Regardless, it's, towards universal health care. It's towards the same direction that we are going. And so is Cori Bush and Jamaal Bowman. Jamaal Bowman and Cori Bush, let's just play the clip one more time. I don't know if you heard it or not, so let's just get it in there, right? Dana Bass says, are you going to vote for Nancy Pelosi? And then Cori Bush kind of laughs about that, like, I'm going to talk to my community. They ain't going to answer, right? They're not going to say yes or no, but that's essentially a no, right? If they're going to vote for her, yeah, of course, she's a speaker, she's great, blah, blah, blah. No, we're going to talk to our communities, and what do your communities want? Well, here's 3 things Jamaal Bowman said: H.R. 40, reparations, a jobs guarantee, and Medicare for all. Forced to vote for all those. Forced to vote for the Green New Deal. Forced to vote for universal basic income. Forced to vote for jobs guarantee. Forced to vote for reparations. Forced to vote for Medicare for all. You're goddamn right. You're goddamn right. Come up with a wish list. Progressives as the top 10 issues that you support. And if she doesn't at least just vote for the damn thing, get them on record on a whole host of issues. Where do you stand on this issue? Where do you stand on that issue? Where do you stand on this? Get them on record. Let's see where this Congress actually is by throwing as much progressive, the 10. Just pick top 10, right? That's a nice top 3, top 10. I like these. These are fine. Jobs guarantee. We got to do something about police brutality, endless war, poverty, and, homelessness. But he mentioned Medicare for all. Medicare for all is forced to vote. That's forced to vote. So, if anything, Jamaal Bowman and Cori Bush are actually on board more with forced to vote than Ilhan Omar, who just wants health care access expansion. But Omar is an ally, so we got 3 that's on the side of forced to vote when it comes to the progressives in Congress. But where the hell is Raul Grijalva? Where the hell is Katie Porter, the only white female progressive? And Katie Porter is completely silent. And then where is the Mark Pocan? There's a white male progressive, right? In all U.S. Congress, 535 people, we got 1 white male progressive. Just a singular. She ain't talking about forced to vote, so where the fuck is Mark Pocan and Katie Porter on forced to vote? Where is Jamie Raskin and Chuy Garcia and Barbara Lee and Richie Torres and Mondaire Jones? Mondaire Jones is in favor of Medicare for all, so I bet you Mondaire Jones is already on board with forced to vote. That would mean we got 4. That means we got 4, and isn't that how it works? The snowball just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So, Cori Bush, Jamaal Bowman, Ilhan Omar are on the side of forced to vote. Mondaire Jones, probably, I'm guessing, because he's for the Green New Deal, $15 minimum wage, instant runoff voting, campaign finance reform, and he wants $2,000 COVID checks, and he wants universal child care. Wow. It'd be shocking to me if Mondaire Jones was against Medicare for all. So, let's assume Mondaire Jones is on their side. Okay, so we got 4, right? But where are you at, Marie Newman? Where are you at, Mark Pocan and Pramila Jayapal? Is Pramila Jayapal even going to push for Pramila care? And then Wakana, Ayanna Pressley. Where are you guys at? Rashida Tlaib and AOC, where are you guys at? I'm not sure if AOC remembers this or not, but Medicare for all is a part of the Green New Deal. So, okay, AOC, don't do forced to vote. Just do forced to Green New Deal vote. Let's see where this new Congress stands on the Green New Deal. Let's see where they stand. Rewrite the Green New Deal. Rewrite it. Make it better. That's the whole point. Made you stronger. Or did he make you submit and make you give up and make you quit? The Green New Deal ain't dead. The people all over the goddamn country is talking about the Green New Deal. So, we gotta save the planet, and we save the planet by saving the people. We get health care, we get jobs, we get housing, we get education. But there's 17 progressives in Congress. 4 of those progressives are in favor of forced to vote because they actually mean what they say. They stand by what they say. They said they was going to get us, universal health care, which is, I would settle for Joe Biden public option, but you got to aim for the stars and land on the moon, so you got to push Medicare for all. You got to push Bernie Care. You got to push his biggest, healthcare plan out there, so that way they'll say, okay, fuck it, we'll go ahead and cover the rest of America, and we'll actually be one of the countries that's part of the mature adult nations of the world. The mature adult nations of the world take care of their own people's health, because health is life, and the mature adult nations of the world give a fuck about the health and the lives of their own people. Not here in America, though. Not here. We spend more on health care, get a worse outcomes. It's bad economics, bad for businesses, bad for workers. It's only good for the fucking insurance companies, and I've never ever heard anybody say, you know what, I'm sure that fucking insurance company took all that fucking money, and, I had a peace of mind, but I ain't getting nothing out of it. Man, they really profited. They really made a lot of fucking money off me, and they didn't do shit. They just took my money. I guess I could have just gave my money to some random homeless person. And that him, Anyways, what am I talking about?
And real quick, before I let you both go, something looking ahead at that you're both going to have to vote on, which is the Speaker of the House, Congresswoman-elect Bush. Will you vote for Nancy Pelosi as Speaker?
What I'm going to do is make sure that the voices of the people of St. Louis are heard and that we have what we need. And so you'll find out then.
That's not a yes.
I'm working with my community. I'm working with my community.
It's not a yes.
And Congressman-elect Bowman, will you vote for Nancy Pelosi as Speaker?
So you will find out when my vote is tallied, and again, organizing with our community to figure out what's best.
I'm just curious, what does that mean? When you said organizing with our community, I mean, what do you want to hear from them real quick in order to make your decision on whether Nancy Pelosi should be the Speaker?
We got to bring H.R. 40 to the floor. We need reparations for the African American community. We need a federal jobs guarantee. We need.
So what should we make of this moment, and what might it?
We need a federal jobs guarantee. We need Medicare for all.
Thank you. So
Medicare for all. Medicare for all. Let's go towards the end of this and hear this lady
and that's,
talk about
going to be the challenge for progressives. If they can negotiate themselves as a unified group, as a number of votes, not just one or two, but several, in this type of tight majority, they can have outsized influence. And I think that's going to be the challenge for this Democrat majority, is going to be, how they deal with the progressives. And if the progressives can come to the table in a strong negotiating position, but again, that only depends on how big of a group they have.
So thank you, white woman, all to the side. So Crystal Ball and this white woman all to the side both should run for office. We have Katie Porter. She's the only white woman how come all the progressives are people of color? Is being for progress and being Caucasian, are they fundamentally opposed to each other? Can a Caucasian just not, I want to move forward. I want society to progress. Caucasians just can't get to that point? What the hell? I'll end this up. I just talked about Josh Fox. Josh Fox censored Planet of the Humans, or tried to censor it, started an email campaign to get it shut down off of YouTube, and made sure he was worried about his money, right? He was worried about his pocketbooks. And Planet of the Humans, this is Michael Moore had, stamped his name on it, but he had really nothing to do with the damn thing, didn't direct it, didn't work on it or anything. But Planet of the Humans eventually was released out for free, and I got to watch it. I thought it was fantastic. I was like, why did this? But Josh Fox is pissed off because he says it changes the narrative. It doesn't change the narrative for the worse. It just expands the conversation. And if it was just like, solar and wind is good and coal and oil is bad, if that's the whole fucking conversation, well then Josh Fox was not in favor of nuance whatsoever. So Josh Fox, Max Blumenthal and a whole bunch of folks had pointed out that he was, censoring Planet of the Humans. He was for censorship, and he tried to make it sound like he was a peer review or some shit. No, you're censoring. And censorship, this is Frederick Douglass, is a double wrong. Censorship wrongs two people. It violates the rights of the listener as well as the speaker. Speaker to say the idea, the listener to hear the idea. So censorship deprives both the listener and the speaker. So Planet of the Humans, all I think it did, it didn't say that, wind and solar was bad. All I said is that wind and solar has residual effects. So Planet of the Humans, I still believe, it's not like I changed my mind or flipped, right? Well, oil and, coal is good and wind and solar is bad. They all got their pros and cons. I would never flip it around like that. That sounds... The direction is solar power and wind power, clean energy. And, yeah, solar and wind and hydroelectric and, hydrogen maybe, switchblade grass. W once talked about switchblade grass being some sort of... So, green power. I'm for clean green power. I want to get off the fossil fuels. I want to get off oil and coal, as quick as possible. So, I'm still in favor of, clean energy, and will always be in favor of clean energy. Planet of the Humans just said that there's residual effects to like the solar panels, right? Yeah, you can get a solar panel, and it'll last you 40, 50 years, and it'll produce free electricity, right? But once the 40 or 50 years is over, what do you do with the solar panel? They're saying, well, you're throwing it into landfills, and that's adding to, the pollution of the planet, which is correct. That's correct. So Josh Fox is, 100% wrong. He was in favor of censorship. Josh Fox should listen to Frederick Douglass, who Jennifer Trump had no clue about. Jennifer Trump didn't even know that Frederick Douglass was dead, since he lived in the late 1800s. But that's a fantastic defense of freedom of speech. And when Ilhan Omar says, she's for healthcare access expansion, I think she's basically on the same side that I'm at. Either get the public option with Biden care or get the Medicare for all playing with Pramila care. Either or. Expand healthcare to cover every American. Get universal healthcare. First time in history that would happen. And we're basically, 90-95% covered anyways. We just got to go the extra step and get, the outliers, the muck of society, the people that Jesus Christ would have hung out with, the lumpen proletariat. Anyways, it's noon, Monday, December 28, 2020. December 28, 2020, Monday. Monday? What does that mean? I don't know. I'll think about that. Peace.